Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. I'm getting over a summer cold, and I think my voice is actually doing better today, but if I'm a little scratchy or coughing or sneezing, that's why. Summer colds are the worst. Anyway, I hope you are doing better than that, and if you've had a summer cold, I hope you're over it as well. This will be your weekly reading, Sagittarius, for the week of August 16th through the 22nd. During that time, we first have the waxing crescent moon energy for the first part of the week, and that's a time of heightened senses, a good time for us to execute those things that we started during the new moon or to get started on those things that we've decided to work on, but a good time to live up to our expectations of ourselves. We then have the first quarter moon that comes in. It's a little bit of an interrupter, and that just comes in on the 20th. It could be a couple of hours or even just the day where you feel a little impulsive, impatient. Your mind might be a little bit active. So make sure that you either know that that's coming and use that as a time to learn how to be in control and dominate those impulses, or just kind of take it a little bit easier that day. So keep those moon energies in mind as we move through the week. This will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter, Sagittarius. So, as always, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't here on the table for someone else. And your overall message for this reading is to hold your vision. All right, let's see what the Sagittarius Collective has going on for the week. As I'm shuffling the tarot, usually I have a fun weekly reminder that I talk about, but this week, what I need is your help on something. I'm thinking about doing the occasional live stream, and this would be in a couple of months when the weather is, getting a little colder out, and then when it's darker and maybe a little rainier, that fall weather, but maybe a weeknight or a weekend night. And that's what I'm trying to decide, is to do live streams where I'll do like little mini readings, maybe one or two cards if you have questions, that sort of thing. But what I want from you is to know what night of the week or time or both, if you could put those in the comments to let me know when you might be apt to tune into a live stream. So that's really all I'm asking. I just need a little help with that before I start trying to schedule those. So if you could put that in the comments for me, that would be so great and appreciated. So, all right, let's get into this reading. Sagittarius, August 16th through the 22nd. Hold your vision. Your present energy right now is the King of Wands. So, some vision that you have going on right now that you're very passionate about. Could be anything, just anything that you love and feel a lot of energy. It's something that's exciting. It gets you up in the morning. It's something that you're very knowledgeable about. So, hold your vision, whatever it is, you want to just keep moving forward with it. Your current situation is that you might be feeling a little bit insecure and anxious about it. So, excuse me. It's something that you have a lot of feeling and you're passionate for, but now you're a little anxious that maybe it's slipping away from you a little bit or something. So, hold your vision. I don't let, you might have some little circumstances that are happening right now that keep you away from this or whatever, but in the end, continue to hold that vision, because I feel like, that's just the message. You'll be able to get that back. It's something you're passionate about, that even if you have a temporary thing kind of holding you back from it, keep your vision on it. Keep your eye on the prize. At the root of your situation is the Star card. So you're being pulled in some direction here, by the universe. And if, this is about being on course and following those things and just trusting the direction that the universe is taking your life. It may be a little bit different than what you had planned. Excuse me, here comes one of those coughing moments. Grab a drink. But again, hold your vision. You're feeling a little anxious that, like, oh, life is pulling me in this direction, but I had this, this idea in mind of how something might be. Hold your vision on it. Again, sometimes life just kind of sidetracks. You get these little roads off to the side roads. I call them, like, you've got a main goal and the side road takes you over here for a minute. Don't worry, that road can definitely go back and get you back onto the main path as well. What is in your recent past here is the 10 of Pentacles. So, your recent past is that you are definitely focused and feeling like you're doing things that are good for the long term, right? This is the long term wealth, security, things about your family. And sometimes those things do take us away from the things that we're most passionate about, where you have to focus on your actual, sometimes our passions are not the same as your job, right? And so you have to kind of focus on your job or focus on money or things that, and kind of takes you away from the things that you love or the passions, but keep those in mind. So, if you're making decisions based on your family, and sometimes, those passions that we have to be put a little bit on the side burner. Don't totally, again, hold your vision. You can always get back to it. I always say that just about the time you think that, oh, this is how life is, bam, things change and it turns on a dime. So don't think that whatever your situation is right this minute is that it will always be that situation, because life does change quite a bit over time. What is on your mind this week is the six here of wands. So you're feeling a little bit of, you're kind of getting an attaboy. There's a little bit of pride and things that you are doing, getting told that you're doing a good job. Whether this could be work or family, people just in life, people that tell you, hey, you're doing great. What I see what you're doing, and you're really, you're killing it. It could be at work also. And just continue to hold that vision. And that feels good to know that people are recognizing that you're hard at work, and really trying to focus on something. What is just ahead of you this week is, look, the happiest card in the deck with the sun. So, this might just be some temporary anxiety or temporary frustration that you're feeling, and again, hold your vision. It's just a temporary thing. And again, life just changes on a dime. You turn around and think, "Oh, this is my life now." No, it's not. This thing steps in and makes things better. So, just keep your eye on the big prize, and I think by the end of the week even you'll be feeling a little bit better here. What is in your advice position is the four of wands, which is about celebrating. Many times this is about a wedding, some sort of party. But, because it's in your advice position, I mean, I think this is really just saying celebrate the life that you have right now. That even though, again, you might be sidetracked and off on a side quest over here, that you are working towards a bigger and better goal, and keep that goal in mind. Again, hold your vision. It's something that you're very passionate about. So just continue to hold on to that passion and celebrate that passion as well. What is beyond your control this week? Look at all these happy cards coming out for you. Another 10. Both of the 10s that you got here are not our, you know, um, it's the happiest 10s in the deck, right? So happy family, happy life, sunshine over here. I mean, I think almost like this reading is saying, your life is on a certain course, and please look at the positive sides of it. Again, even though you might be on a side quest this week and it feels a little anxious, just you're doing the right thing in the big picture of it. Okay. What is your secret desire, or what are you trying to avoid? And that would be the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is definitely, we've got the King here, which is about passions. And the Queen of Wands is really the same thing. It's about understanding passions, but it's definitely the more feminine side of it, where, the King might be more about just the knowledge of things. The Queen is about the big understanding and seeing the big picture of things. So definitely, keep that in mind. You've got that going on for you as well this week. In your final outcome card here is the Ace of Swords. So, you've got this anxiety, but all of a sudden here comes an outcome that is like a mental breakthrough. It's something, it's like an aha moment that you will have. Again, hold your vision. I mean, I think this is a very temporary little, not even setback. I just feel like you're maybe even worrying about things that you don't have to be worrying about yet. I kind of get that feeling. So, all right, what is hidden from you here at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords, which she is really about saying what's on her mind, and you're not really doing that. So maybe something about holding your vision is also speaking up, saying the thing that you really feel or the thing that you're passionate about is really just speak your mind a little bit. All right, Sagittarius, let's get you a final message here from the Soul Oracle deck. Final message for Sagittarius, as the word learning to speak up a little bit, is a wake up call. Okay. Hold your vision. This maybe is a little wake up call. And again, just a wake up call to realize that, you know, again, I just want to say that life changes on a dime. And sometimes when you're just having a frustrating week, just really look around and realize that it's a wake up call to look at the happiness and the good things that is definitely going on around you. All right. What do you need to do in the way of self-care this week? Self-care for Sagittarius this week. Wow, speak up. Just what I was talking about here with this Queen of Swords. If you avoid conflict to keep the peace, you start a war inside yourself. So maybe that is something that is going on here, and you do just need to speak up about something. Um, and even if you're just thinking about it this week, it might be next week that you actually speak up, but you're being advised here, and it's hidden from you. Like I said, she speaks her mind. The Queen of Swords, she doesn't mince words. Speak up. There might just be something here that you're feeling anxious about, and it could just be a misunderstanding. You're feeling anxious, but if you speak up about it, you're going to find out, oh, it was not really that big of a deal at all, and everything just goes back to being your happy little world, which looks like where you are, because everything around you, I love all of those cards. So Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here today. I hope there's something in this reading that you can take away and use in a positive way in your life this week. If you're comfortable sharing, of course, drop me a comment down below and let me know if anything here resonated, or if you have questions. I just noticed that my camera is tilting, so this will be a long form video that I've done this way. My apologies on that. Usually I catch that earlier if it's tilted the wrong way. It just sometimes happens with these cameras. So my apologies that this is a little sideways for you this week, but good luck. I hope you can listen to this reading and get through it anyway. So thank you so much, Sagittarius. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.